one, and unfortunately there's not much we can do. Say goodbye to Mogwasom and Hebu off the back of that match. They've played two that I can see here in my notes. The first one they lost. The second one, obviously, they won against Mame. The first one was against Mogwasom.
Just actually quickly confirm that one real quick. I believe it was them. So KZ were seed number 1, and I believe DRG was seed number 4. Up close and personal of a match to be done, and we finally do get to see the game begin. HLM on the side of DRG to be brought on in, and Dim is back on his shenanigans with a revolver, but on the side of Boom, a Lewis gun.
Yeah, I mean, okay, not BFR Titan territory. But hey, still a good gun nonetheless. Lewis gun, definitely prevalent. Good jump pad, great rotation early on. Get the heavies and the mediums up the front. Both teams running HML, so nothing out of the ordinary for our final matchup here, Cthulhu. We have had an insane day so far on the online series for TGM26 on the APAC Cycle 1, but this is it. This is all we've got in these next couple of games, so let's make the most of it. DRG kicking things off with a slow but sure advance as Vault 1, off to the right there, remains untouched.
Exactly such, yeah. Just an early gunfight. Oh, UQI has a massive opportunity here to throw in a lot of damage as well. Huge opportunity. In comes the dive as well, which is big. Willie Rice does claim one, goes for another. SA-12 bringing on out, does claim yet another frag. But not enough. Dim, so low on HP, tries to hide away. Is that enough? No, not enough even for a kill even. KZ, a phenomenal kill already, and that is a perfect wipe that does come on through, and the vault starts to get cracked as well.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for them now. They've got a chance to run it. Chance to set themselves up a little bit. We will get a respawn just before the plug, so it's not like they've spent too much extra time outside of what is going on at the moment. But regardless of that fact, the Vault does have to come over eventually. They're going to go for the old lob throw here. Try and get it on up to UQI as quick as they can here. Mind you, a slower one, but ultimately not the slowest. They get the plug now. They look to get an early wrap. UQI is trying to find a position where he can maybe catch one out for DRG early. A little bit of scouting, but this is great. Some visual aggro allows them to pull the heat off UQI, and he can find the soft target at the back. That's great. The dive on in with the RPG. This is a masterclass from KZ.
Oh, this is
Shui,
perfect.
the last alive. They need to find him. Will they? No. He gets away for now, but I'd imagine
there's a res.
his demise is not far behind. 20 more seconds, Cthulhu. What an opener for UQI, and what a follow-up from his teammates.
KZ, what a phenomenal play, and yeah, the UQI doing some absolute bits for the absolute flank game that he's performing, and honestly, it has been an absolute treat. And look, I've said this before the beginning of the matchup, Proto. The moment Dim is shut down, the moment he's not being allowed any breathing room, that's the meltdown on the DRG side. Look at them already. Second time being wiped. And the third one, I wouldn't be surprised if it'll come through again. Once again, UQI playing on the sidelines as well, awaiting for that perfect opportunity for the flank as well with a glitch grenade.
And it was so perfectly played too, positionally speaking. Forget the utility. I mean, just being able to stand there and have that visual aggro. We talk about it so much in other regions where teams will draw the fight towards somewhere else and then ultimately do something out of the ordinary. I say that, mind you, out of the ordinary. KZ absolutely losing it, but that explosive barrel changes things. Julie Rice, 3, make it 4 with the SA-12 and some great support from his teammate. What the hell just happened? That's vault number 1 locked in. DRG. What has happened?
Oh my god. Willie Rice. Absolutely. Yeah, hold this. Oh my days. The shotgun could not connect in any more perfect of a manner, and that barrel play. Good lord. DRG would be kicking themselves right now about how they had this whole gunfight in the bag. time back-to-back of a wipe. Even with Aegon out of the equation, this was just all a complete lockout, and UQI, perfect. Once again, poke, 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 and then back away. This has been just a... Yeah, no. If that was not a absolute killer of the whole confidence here for DRG, I don't know what else will be, man.
If you are DRG there, I mean, that was an insane loss. I mean, you have everyone alive there, you get first pick and everything, and then to just be absolutely slammed like that. The SA-12, I mean, my God, there's a reason. There's a reason that thing is just detrimental to teams. I mean, the explosive barrel paired with the winch, the utility management, and not only that, the healing from the teammates as well. Yes, they got the defib off, DRG managed, but Din was just absolutely thwarted. And then Shuai was left by himself. Ultimately, on that defib, you got 50 HP, no abilities. He can't do much there at all. He's got to really run or fight, and he can't do either. And Hooli Rice, I mean, my God, that's going to be a clip that has to end up in a montage. It's definitely going to go in one of mine at some point if I do a highlight reel. But Cthulhu, it's now just static. DRG, they're coming up with what they want to do. They might try and run a cheeky gateway out the back, maybe do some kind of flank. They want to get it out of here. But ultimately, KZ have them on lock. They're in good positions. They've got spotting happening in the background, as well as some pop shots coming off from far. But look at this, down to the right, we see a flank coming out from DRG. They do have one wrapping around, and it might be a little bit of, is she here or is she not?
Would be lurking around as well. UQI has been absolutely a key player as well, with just the sheer amount of information that he's been able to procure for his team, despite the fact that KZ are separated quite rather heavily right now. UQI has the perfect opportunity here to really be able to relay and coordinate such a key play here. But let's not forget, there is a light down below by UQI, I believe. So this could be a massive thorn in the side, and the flank to come around from Shuai here could be absolutely dangerous. But right now, calm before the storm. Proto, I feel like there's going to be a whole lot of pain here delivered if UQI does go down without much of a repercussion.
I mean, he seems to be pretty safe. He's made his way back over to his team, and realistically, he has managed to survive, at least for now, which is good. But mind you, Cthulhu, we're almost 7 minutes in. Yes, we've had one plug, but we haven't seen much else. We are struggling to really get things going onto this second vault here, and not that that is a bad thing in all of its entirety, but outside of what is going on at the moment...
Oh, hello.
Hang on. Diving in. Good RPG. Vault has still yet to be plugged though, Cthulhu. Mind you, it is all just a bit of stall game still. No one is ready to commit to anything because DRG do not want to go down on map number 1 as quick as this. There is still 2 more to play possibly at the end of this matchup.
Exactly that. I mean, when you look at just the whole setup so far, DRG are scared. After getting absolutely ripped to shreds 3 times in a row, any sort of initialization by, oh my god, by KZ will be absolutely dangerous. And in comes the dash, the follow, the run. Din is just absolutely gone, vanished, purged out of the play. KZ, yes, Hooli Rice is gone, but so is the remainder of DRG. And now it's the time to initiate the next vault. Now is the time for C to start ticking the clock as well.
Ultimately, a little longer than they maybe would have liked, but you have to play that strategy side as well, Cthulhu. You need to be aware of what's going on in your surroundings, and if that means you've got to just hang out and stay away for a bit, then so be it. I mean, as KZ have already discovered on multiple occasions, if you over-aggress, it's not necessarily the best option. And considering that, you know, they've struggled in a couple of their previous matchups. Yes, they found themselves in the finals, but they don't want to lose to DRG in such a way that they just throw. So they take the time. They spend it. And look at this. Having this vault up on high, it means that they have to physically push on up. They missed their gateway on the light there. They did get it across, but not quite far enough up to the point where they could actually then begin to push. They now look to try and do something funky here under C.
Oh.
It looks like it might be a dive, but no! The C4!
Oh, no.
It hasn't quite popped all the way through the roof, and they've been caught out. They are going to try...
Oh, they are.
One's already gone. They're looking for more. A great...
Oh, the whiff!
Shattered thin. Shuai gets something for trouble. Defib comes out. And it's 3 strong for KZ, but DRG, that's it.
Not even.
They might, very, very may well might get one chance, Cthulhu, at this, but it'd have to be quick, and even then, I don't know if that's the case. I feel like they're not even going to get that.
Yeah, with C4 now being placed, DRG are forced to be very dire about their play, about what they can and have to do. Because otherwise, that's map number 1, all gone, done and dusted. Shuai is going to try to get the gateway going here, and in comes the boost. Is that enough, though, for the gate to be done? Yeah, it certainly is by the looks of it, and in comes the attempt to steal, but the C4 to fly on through.
Wow.
It is time to start running down, and Dim is gone. That's that's it. That's it. That is just, you know, you blink and they're gone. You blink and it is such an absolute clinic that is being put on.
Those first initial engagements where, yes, he finds one, where his team then just appear and get rid of everybody else. Hewley Rice with 8, Agan with 6, UQI...
An absolute upset and a half to bring on in. So, look, for DRG, one would hope that they bring their A game to Nozomi here, considering that this is a map that they did manage to perform pretty well before. Now, question being as well, HLM to be brought on in once again. Dim is looking to actually switch things around as well, like you've mentioned, Proto. So we might just see a bit more of a return to form maybe from them.
Possibly. I'd like to imagine so, Cthulhu, but it's going to come down to a multitude of factors, and realistically, are they going to get away with it? We'll find out very quickly, but ultimately, this is it. It could be it. We're on match point of our qualifiers for Cycle 1, and we could be seeing a KZ qualification to TGM26, but we're not going to write that book just yet. We've still got stories to tell here, Cthulhu. DRG still have one more chance to take it to match 3.
DRG indeed have the opportunity. F-card this time in the hands of Dim. The man has been an absolute sharpshooter, but right now having 3 guns trained on him is certainly not the most ideal scenario for him to try to make the play. There is an attempt to try to get something going for against Agan as well, but it's nothing. Nothing as of now. No real openers, and a good amount of damage actually coming out of Agan as well. So for now, KZ taking their sweet time. Hewley Rice is able to pick himself yet another, pick up the box specifically, and yeah, man, this is just beam central by the looks of it, as Agan is actually able to actually dodge away just in the right time, but Shuai so close. Actually, he has the flank. This might be absolutely huge.
Find out. We will find out
Yeah,
very soon, Cthulhu. First vault, yet to kick off. 25k on the floor right now. Looks like everybody wants to get active at A. Good jump pad straight on up. Some healing from Shuai, but he's going to be caught again. Chases him down. Good winch in the hands of Boom, but is it enough? No, reloads and manages to go around. It's Hewley Rice from behind. Collects 2. KZ are keeping up the narrative. That they are very much so at the driver's helm of this ship, Cthulhu. They don't want to let this one go.
Oh no, not at all. They have found, well, their position. They have found the power spot here as well, and they're not intending to really let go of it at any time soon. This has been their game to play, their game to win. DRG at this point just feel like side characters, really, in this whole story. And the way how things been going, well, in goes another gunfight. The full gateway has been now opened up. The beginning of yet another group fight. RPG initializes it all. DRG already tanking a lot of damage. Boom, gone. Shuai, tag to all hell. Dim is nearly there as well. Agan and UQI are able to shut it all down. It's all left to the last light of DRG, and even he is trying to run away, though, try to drain as much time as possible, but the deposit is already coming on through. The money is ticking, and so is the clock.
Indeed. Shuai waiting for the coins, and ultimately it's all he can really do. He can't go for the hard resets because ultimately he's not dead. I mean, they could have opted for it, but it's a longer wait time. So he's played the smart game. DRG still having some of that strategy implemented. They've been spotted. They've been spotted, but it doesn't really matter. Shuai goes down. That SA-12 absolutely dealing insane damage. But boom, he finds one. UQI low. They get the defib off on the Shuai as well. And Julie Rice is taken out of the equation to Cthulhu. They need to find the remaining two, though, if they want to have a chance at getting the steal here. That's a great pitch, mind you. A gun. Two stalls to lock it in. Tries to go for the C4, but ultimately it's a wipe. DRG. They have some spring back in their step.
Spring, in fact, and the vault does get claimed. Initial points now going towards DRG. They just might be able to bring it all back off the back of a relatively scrappy gunfight, but nonetheless, it worked just the right way, so that is going to count. In fact, here, another one to keep on pushing. We do see UQI kind of keen to get some sort of a flanking action going, and well, he might, in fact, just be able to score that good amount of initial poke damage. Dim and Shuai taking a little bit lower going in for the next gunfight, and the full-on flank from behind to come on through is going to be absolutely big. Now, if the coordination does work out here, this is going to be absolutely huge, but no damage, not enough rather, to come on through, and now he needs to have the rest of KZ to really join in on the fight.
Need to find something here as DRG. You've got to get involved, mind you. Hooli Rice on the SA just seems to be that little bit more locked in. Off-screen, UQI has one for himself as well. It's now just finding Shuai if they can, but he's gone. He's in the wind, he's disappeared. He doesn't need to stay. Thank you very much. He's going to wait for the coins again, but they're starting to run low, Cthulhu. 3v3, you only get a certain amount. KZ, yes, mind you. They are down right now. Waiting for 25,000, but they're going to start running it on over. DRG are going to begin to come on in now. One coin Cthulhu is remaining in the tank for DRG, so they get wiped on the next vault. Should we see a third here, it'll be the first not only of today, but mind you, those coins start to run out. That could be detrimental for them if they are relying on them so heavily, but DRG have made it all the way across. These rotates, triple gateways, have been absolutely insane. Plug comes through, and it's now back to square one.
Square one indeed, though. Oh, the insane flank as well. Shuai gone. Hooli Rice trying to stay alive as well. And actually, never mind, not even staying alive. Just, he's here to keep on scoring. That's another wipe. Proto. Another wipe for DRG, and this is just... What can you do? At this point, this is just another free real estate for now. There will be one more opportunity for the push, I feel. But is it going to be enough, though? That is the ultimate question, because the position that they have the vault in, I feel like they have almost too much of a setup, really, here to make the play off the back of. And, well, for DRG, they will need to be very careful. And, oh, UQI, a little bit overextending, maybe getting too keen on some of the engagements here.
Well, he's just scouting. It's his job as a light, and ultimately flanking. Look at the position he's in now. They've all gone above him. There is one out of position below, but I think they're expecting that, and he sort of seems to know the original engagement wasn't quite the same, but he's grabbed him out of thin air. Holy Rice is his new name now, Cthulhu, and he looks to push on in. This SA-12 has just been absolutely ripping through DRG this entire matchup, and not to mind that, the entire day of gameplay. He has just been consistently thwarting people with that thing, and these winches are just on point.
Yeah, those winches are absolutely crazy and disgusting at the same time, and just look, the amount of value that come out of those winches as well. The early isolation. Dim, once again, been sent to just time and time to the spectator screen, and it's been just a tilter and a half to watch how heavy he's been just absolutely shut down. And like we mentioned before, him getting pushed off the revolver onto FCAR speaks the levels of just the fact that he's no longer even believing in his own trademark pick.
Yeah, it just isn't. And the thing is realistically, we are seeing a little bit of life in DRG. It's a third Vault Cthulhu. We talked about it. We're finally getting it. First one of today in a head-to-head matchup. It took us all the way to the finals, but this is about as even as it gets, I feel. DRG are in control of it right now. They have the height. They are the ones dictating the pace. They haven't touched it yet, because they haven't given themselves away. Realistically, off the back of a great glitch barrel and a denied winch claw, we could see a push here from KZ, but they've lost UQI in the back lines.
That's big.
It's going to make things difficult here for them to push on up to this vault. They can wait. They've got coins in play, and it's going to give DRG a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, for DRG, this is perfect. Yeah, without the initializer, that is the UQI, KZ will be forced to back away to just take a moment to breathe, take a chill, and then, well, play further on. Question being is, well, how do they reinforce UQI's next push? Because there's not really a whole heck of a lot of time. The only saving grace is the fact that DRG need just at least to win this to just keep themselves in a run, whereas KZ sort of, well, win if they do win out this match. So there is a little bit of a breathing room for KZ at least. Oh, could it be?
Well, they're already here. Very quickly, mind you. It just depends how they want to play it. They have gateways. A little bit of a gargoyling attempt there from Shuai, but they've got it denied for the moment. A little bit of damage will force away Boom. UQI on his regular shenanigans. Round, but attempted steal coming out now. They don't want to dive too hard. Wait, they might deny it. Here we go. There's the winch.
Hello.
They've pulled it away for now. Human Rice has been forced off. A gun as well. Dire straight as Shuai looks to come on in and collect his shoot his own teammate. Julie Rice with one. He's being healed up by the H Infuser Cthulhu. There's not much left in the tank for DRG. They're being overwhelmed, but they're getting a revive on screen. Mind you, the gate tech, they saw it in the cash out stage. They lose the heady. Shuai's really low. Is this going to be enough for them to lock it out? I'm not too sure. They lose the second.
He's gone.
It's all down to Dim. He's going to have to either get away or re-engage. He's finally swapped onto the F-car. He spotted one, but is it enough? No. Shots land. Damage is dealt, and he's gone. This is going to be a lockout for KZ.
A lockout indeed, and absolutely just terrific turnaround here for KZ as they are able to just absolutely floor the opposition without any sort of repercussions at the end. Willie Rice being able to stay alive thanks to the H Infuser has been an absolutely big turnaround and a massive team effort as well. Now forcing the issue, now pulling the fact that, well, for DRG, they are at the precipice of the loss. Yeah, that this is in fact
They
it.
couldn't do anything after they were wiped, Cthulhu. It's KZ. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's
2-0.
We have
what
your
else
winners.
can you say? Congratulations. They've walked away with it through no attempt of their own. Your first cycle. I mean, it was just an I'm very sure KZ
look at
smashed it. I mean, Hewley Rice, 13 and 2, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, damaged them. I mean, the SA-12 is very good at that. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, join me in congratulating KZ first place for our top 8 showdown of Cycle 1 of the TGM26 online series. DRG, a very close second, still walking away with 75 points and $1,000 US, Cthulhu. It's not too bad if you're a DRG fan. Ultimately, not what you wanted at the end of the day. We would love to have seen them get that first place, but ultimately, KZ were not letting that happen. They wanted it for themselves, 100 points and 2K in the bank. You got to be happy.